Hi, I'm Brad Stine, and I'm sure you're most used to see me looking like this.
That was a compliment. Big guy, compliment. Big girl, not so much.
Well, probably like this.
Where are the bug life activists? Nobody cares about bugs, you know why? They're ugly. And stupid, I might add. They have no concept of windshields, do they, folks? Man, after all these years, they keep smashing into that windshield. They don't know it's there. They don't learn from their mistakes. You've never hit the rear end of a bug. They're never running away. They don't know it's there. Think of that. They don't know it's there. It's glass. And I got to give them credit. They're courageous. All they see is your big fat head coming at them at 80 miles an hour, and they're not backing down. Bring it on!
But how many times have you thought of looking at me like this?
The difference is what? Between us and other religions that abuse that is that we don't go strapping bombs on ourselves and go blowing up innocent people. That ain't martyrdom. That's murder. No, the difference is our war is different. It is spiritual. And we are told to fight for our faith, our family, our culture, and our character.
You see, folks, for the last 20 years, I've made my living as a professional comic. I've been on lots of television shows, incredible amounts of mainstream media that has covered me in the last few years, much more than I deserve, trust me. I had a 10-page profile written about me in the New Yorker magazine. I was profiled in the New York Times. I have been interviewed on Glenn Beck, on his radio and on his TV show. I appeared on Hannity and Combs. I have appeared on CNN with Paula Zahn. God has given me an opportunity as a Christian comedian to go forth into the marketplace and show that Christians can be funny and we can be culturally relevant. But I want you to know something even more important. In the last couple years, God has been tugging on my heart. He's been doing something different inside of me that I've never known before. And I've been a Christian my whole life. God has been shifting and rechanging me. Apparently, He's calling me into ministry.
Because if God is real, and that's the second question, then you have only one obligation in your life: to know Him. Because if He's real, He made you, He's got a plan for your life.
You see, when I started working in Promise Keepers for 2003, they'd never had a comic before. They didn't think it would work. And when I sat there about to get up there and perform for those men, I saw a lot of men, Christian men, seeking to be together in brotherhood. But you know what? They were hurting. Some of them had lost wives. Some of them, wives had left them or they were in divorce. Some of them were suffering with addictions and difficulties. And I knew at that moment that I wasn't just to go up there and be a comedian. I had to encourage them. I had to fight for them.
It's easy to become a Christian. It's hard to die one.
I had to be a layman just like they were and let them know that I'm on the journey too. And I'm going to fight with you. But we can do it together. You know, I believe that worship is a lot more than just music. I think when men get together and laugh, that's worship. I think when men get together and think about their faith, that's worship. I think when men get together and unite as brothers and let them know that you have a place here to be tonight, where a fellow brother who's been where you've been can walk with you, can even carry you if that's what you need. Because we cannot fight alone. And so that's why I started this evening of ministry. A time where Brad Stine, a comic, can come into your church environment with men alone and encourage them, not just with funny, and that's important, but with the encouragement of the Spirit of God, who would say we as men have a very unique way of seeing life. We have very unique struggles, and we need a very unique way to be communicated with so that we can fight this fight and win. It's not easy. You get hurt. But you got to know that there's a man next to you who will pull you up, pull out his shield and defend you while you heal so that you can go forward in battle. Men, this is for us, a sacred gathering in a tribal hut.
Because I believe and have to believe by faith that one day when I enter into that new place, the place I was destined for, that we're all walking on our journey, there will be Jesus Christ, the God-man, who says, I can remove your armor because I have called you home from battle. And when He does that, men, I hope you're like me. I want my shoes rotted on the bottom. I want my breastplate dinged and messed up. I want my shield dented and whipped in half. I want my sword bloody and broken in half and my helmet falling off. Because when I go down, brothers, I want to go down a warrior. so God can release me and say, go forth, son. You've done well. The fight's over. Let's go home.
For more information on Brad Stine, please visit us at www.bradstine.com.